Hi, today is Monday, July 5th, and I am very excited for today's video because I have my testers and catalogs for fall winter 2021. I could not believe how fast these were delivered to me. I actually got my delivery on Saturday, but I was stuck at work all day, and then we were busy with lots of 4th of July festivities yesterday, so I have been anxiously awaiting digging into this box and smelling all of the new things for fall winter 2021. Even though it is literally 100 degrees outside, I am starting to get very excited for the fall, and I had to wear my little pumpkin pie earrings in celebration. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these scents. There are 10 new releases for the fall winter 2021, and I will just go over them in the order that they are listed in the catalog. All right, so I have not smelled any of these yet, so these are my first sniffs, and the first one up is Blue Sage and Tonka. And Scentsy says, revel in the richness of midnight sage and black lavender over the sultry sweetness of tonka bean. So sage, lavender, and tonka bean. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is very pretty. It smells a little soft on first sniff, and it definitely does smell herbal, but it's not overly herbal. And I think it must be that tonka bean that is really kind of making this more subtle and soft. This is actually really, really pretty. Lavender can be hit or miss for me, and I'm actually not picking up a ton of lavender in this. I think I'm getting mostly just kind of a really nice soft sage, but again, not overly herbal, with a really pretty tonka, which kind of comes across as vanilla. And I don't know, there's kind of a black pepper note in this as well. And maybe that's the black lavender, but this smells a little peppery, soft, herbal, very, very pretty, very sophisticated. I'd say it's probably leaning a little bit more masculine, but not overly masculine. It doesn't smell like cologne. It just smells very soft and sophisticated and subdued. I think this one will be really, really nice in a bathroom or a bedroom. So I am actually pretty excited to try Blue Sage and Tonka. All right, next up is Cashmere and Corduroy. And Scentsy says, wrap yourself up in the coziness of creamy vanilla, Sicilian bergamot, and cashmere sandalwood. So Scentsy does tend to have a lot of these kind of cashmere scents. I am excited to see what the bergamot does to this scent, so let's give this a try. Ooh, this is really pretty. Okay, so not exactly what I was expecting. I thought it might be a little bit more similar to Cozy Cardigan or Cozy Cashmere, but this is actually quite light and perfumey. Ooh, this is really pretty. So I'm getting a lot of the vanilla. I think the bergamot is kind of elevating this. It's making it feel kind of light and fresh, actually. But there is a little bit of kind of a sophisticated note from that sandalwood. Sandalwood scents can be kind of hit or miss for me too, but this is done really, really beautifully. It's not too overpowering. It is just very kind of soft and fresh. Ooh, I like this. This is very light on cold sniff, so I think this one would probably be best in a small room, like a bedroom or a bathroom, a laundry room, or an office. This is very, very pretty, but very light. The vanilla in here is just kind of making it very soft and almost perfumey. I'd say this one leans a little feminine. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we're off to a good start. Okay, next up is Cinnamon Buttercream. And Scentsy says, Italian buttercream and creamy mascarpone scooped over cinnamon cake combine sugar, spice, and everything nice. So I think this will be a very nice bakery scent. Ooh, yes, this smells good. So I definitely pick up a very kind of soft bakery cinnamon scent. Very pleasant. There is a kind of richness and creaminess to this scent as well, I guess from the buttercream and that mascarpone cheese. So this really reminds me of kind of the bakery scents that Scentsy tends to put out with the Scents of the Season collections. So kind of along the same lines as Cookies for Santa or Cozy Kitchen, but really nice. I really like that combination. The mascarpone note is a little interesting, but this doesn't smell too tangy or anything like that. Just very kind of rich and creamy, and I definitely do get a very nice bakery cinnamon. So that is cinnamon buttercream. And then next up is eucalyptus wreath. Scentsy says fresh eucalyptus is woven with juniper and adorned with frosted mint. I am excited to try this one. Ooh, this is pretty. So right off the bat, it does smell a little light, but I'm getting a very kind of bright herbal eucalyptus. Ooh, and then when I rub it more, I definitely pick up more of that juniper note. So this does smell very fresh. Ooh, this smells good. It's reminding me of something that we've had before. The mint and juniper combination kind of smells like iced pine, but the eucalyptus just kind of elevates it. It makes it feel a little lighter than iced pine. To me, sometimes iced pine smells a little heavy, but this is just very light and fresh. I definitely pick up all those notes, eucalyptus, juniper, and mint. It's a really nice combination. Very fresh and woodsy and herbal. So I think that one will be really nice. All right, next up is graham cracker crunch. And Scentsy says caramelized graham cracker layered with crunchy peanut butter and creamy vanilla bean. So I think a lot of the bakery lovers will be very excited to try this scent. There was an oil that Scentsy put out last year, I think with the Harvest collection, that was graham cracker scented, and I actually really liked it. So I was very intrigued by this scent. The peanut butter note is making me a little nervous, so we'll definitely see how this one smells. I'm excited to try it. Ooh, okay, very nice. So right off the top, I do get kind of a graham cracker note. Ooh, now rubbing it a little bit, I do pick up kind of a creamy peanut butter. It's almost coming across as a little chocolatey to me. Ooh, this is very interesting. It almost smells kind of like Hug in a Mug, but maybe with just a tiny little hint of peanut butter. The peanut butter note in this is definitely not overwhelming. There is kind of a rich nuttiness from this, but honestly to me it's smelling a little bit more like chocolate, kind of like a light creamy chocolate, not a dark chocolate. So maybe a little bit more of that true peanut butter note will come out when this is warmed. But to me right now, it's just kind of smelling like a rich, creamy, nutty scent with a little hint of chocolate. But I think that one will be very nice for the fall and winter. All right, next up is Harvest Blessings. And Scentsy says, radiant apple, spiced pumpkin, and smooth oak embody everything you love about autumn. So I think I will probably like this one. That scent description sounds pretty similar to apple and cinnamon sticks, I think. So let's see how this one compares. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I really like this, especially when I warm it up. There is a very kind of bright, crisp apple note coming out on the top, but it's mixed really nicely with some fall spices from that spiced pumpkin. The pumpkin adds a little bit of depth. It makes it smell kind of creamy. And then I think that oak is also adding just a little bit of depth. It makes this scent smell very sophisticated. Ooh, I like this. I'm getting mostly some very nice fall spices with a crisp, almost potpourri-like apple, and then some smoothness and richness from the pumpkin and oak. I really like this. It doesn't smell anything like apple and cinnamon sticks to me. but very, very autumnal. Ooh, I think I'm really going to like this for the fall. Ooh, I like that. So yes, I definitely get a lot of kind of like primitive fall spices, but I think this will be very, very nice, kind of like a fall potpourri. So yay, I love that one. All right, I am really excited to try this next one. This is the one I was probably most excited to smell, and that is pomegranate prosecco. And Scentsy says, delectable rosé berry and pomegranate add an effervescent splash to a flute of pink prosecco. So I usually really like the fruity scents and the kind of effervescent bubbly scents, so I'm really excited to try this one. Ooh, this is pretty. So it's giving me kind of, ooh, this smells like something that we've had before, and I was gonna say kind of like berry blessed. This almost smells like it has a little tiny bit of peach in it to me, but it must just be coming from that kind of zesty pomegranate, and I guess mixed with the rosé berry there could be a little bit of that same berry from Berry Blessed. This smells good. There is a little bit of bubbliness to this, a little bit of effervescence. Ooh, I think I like this one. It smells very similar to something that I've smelled before, so I'll have to think about that and kind of compare it to things that I have in my collection, to scents that I've smelled before, but I do like this. I think it'll be really nice in the winter. Ooh, I like that one. So that is pomegranate prosecco. All right, this next one is another one I was really excited to try. This is Scarlet Sunflower, and Scentsy says juicy apple and a hint of red cranberry are brightened by a scarlet sunflower turning to face the sun. So that sounds like it would be perfect for the end of summer or early autumn. Ooh, this is really pretty. So it is very kind of soft and light, but I am getting a very kind of muted, soft, sweet floral. It's reminding me a little bit of the sunflower note in Here Comes the Sunflowers, or maybe even a little bit of the floral note in You're My Buttercup, but kind of a yellow, soft floral. It doesn't smell too powdery. It's really, really pretty. And I am getting hints of the apple and cranberry. So there are some kind of top fruity notes. I think I'm getting a little bit more of the cranberry than the apple. This one is interesting. It is a little light. I'm very interested to see how this one warms up. But on cold sniff, it is quite pleasant. So that is Scarlet Sunflower. And then there's just two left. This next one is Spiced Ember Glow. And Scentsy says smoked apple and toasted vanilla over cinnamon embers offer a warm and inviting escape. Ooh, so smoked apple, vanilla, and cinnamon embers. Okay, right off the top, I'm getting that cinnamon note. See. Ooh, so warming it up, I am picking up more of that fruity apple. I'm not getting a ton of smokiness from this scent, so it doesn't really remind me of apple s'mores too much, but it is a very nice combination of cinnamon and apple. I think the added vanilla is making this pretty unique for like a cinnamon apple scent, because it does make it feel kind of sweet and creamy. I actually really like that one. So I'm definitely getting cinnamon, and then kind of a potpourri like apple scent, but the vanilla is making this feel kind of sweet and creamy. I like that one. All right, and then last up is Tinsel Berry. So Scentsy says strawberry and cranberry dipped in cinnamon and sweet sugar for a little extra sparkle. So strawberry, cranberry, cinnamon, and sugar. Okay, kind of light on first sniff. Ooh, okay, so the predominant note I'm picking up in here is, I think, cranberry, but I am getting the strawberry too. So it's almost coming across as a little bit like an artificial strawberry. So that kind of very sweet strawberry. And then kind of a tart cranberry. And I am getting the cinnamon and sugar. So it does smell kind of like the cinnamon sugar mix in Churro Churro over the cranberry and strawberry. So yeah, another kind of sweet, spicy, fruity scent. This does, again, just kind of smell like a spicy potpourri type scent. But yeah, I'm definitely picking up the cinnamon in here with some kind of sweet and tangy berry notes. All right, so that is all 10 of the new releases. Let me go through these and tell you my favorites just on these first cold sniffs. Okay, when I'm smelling Blue Sage and Tonka again, especially after smelling all of these other scents, it is definitely coming off as masculine to me. Now that I smell it again, I am getting slightly cologne-like vibes, but still very nice and sophisticated. I think that would be great in an office or a bedroom. Okay, so after smelling these and then just quickly running through my collection to see if I could find some comparable scents, I think that Cinnamon Buttercream probably does remind me most of Cozy Kitchen. I definitely get warm, sweet cinnamon vibes from both of those. So I think if you like scents like Cozy Kitchen, you should definitely give Cinnamon Buttercream a try. It was kind of hard for me to pinpoint Pomegranate Prosecco because there is a berry note in here that it's just kind of right on the tip of my nose. It smells very, very similar to something that we've had before, so I'm going to have to think about this one a little bit, but just kind of right off the cuff, I'd say it kind of reminds me of a combination of Poor Unfortunate Souls, so that very bright, bubbly berry with a little bit of Berry Blessed. This doesn't have quite as much peach in it when I compare it to Berry Blessed, but something kind of similar about the berry note, and then maybe with just a little touch of Cloudberry Dreams. So I'd say if you mixed all three of those scents together, you might get something kind of similar to Pomegranate Prosecco. Again, I'll have to kind of think about that one a little bit. Similarly, I was kind of having a hard time pinpointing Tinsel Berry, but I definitely get berry notes mixed with a very obvious kind of holiday cinnamon. So I'd say if you mixed maybe snowberry with jeweled pomegranate and then added a little bit more cinnamon, you might get something like Tinsel Berry. And then smelling Eucalyptus Wreath, again, this does remind me of something that we've had before. I think it is definitely lighter and fresher than Iced Pine, but along the same lines. And then a little similar to Feelin' Pine from last year. Again, this is lighter and fresher with that eucalyptus and mint mix, as well as the juniper. So if you like those kinds of scents, Iced Pine, Feelin' Pine, I think that you will like Eucalyptus Wreath, but you have to like minty scents to like that one. Blue Sage and Tonka changes every time I smell it, because now when I'm smelling it, I almost pick up a little bit of kind of an ambery leather note. So it's very, very interesting. I'll have to see how this one warms up, but I would definitely say it is kind of masculine, rich, kind of ambery, herbal scent. So that one will be very interesting to warm. Another one that was really pretty, Cashmere and Corduroy, not at all what I was expecting, because it really doesn't smell like the traditional cashmere kind of musky amber scent, but it is very soft and kind of fresh, perfumey, but I get a really nice vanilla in here as well. So I think that this one will be really popular, a little on the lighter side. I think bakery lovers are going to go gaga for Graham Cracker Crunch. I definitely do pick up the graham cracker, and then I am getting that kind of nutty peanut butter note. It's not super, super saturated peanut butter. I'm getting just a little hint of kind of a light creamy cocoa scent as well. So I can't wait to hear what people think about this one, but I think that is going to be a big hit. I thought that Scarlet Sunflower was very pretty. This one does smell light in the tester, so I'll have to see how that one warms up. And I think just based on these first cold sniffs, my favorites are probably Harvest Blessings and Spiced Ember Glow. I really like Harvest Blessings. It is a very pleasant kind of spicy fall potpourri scent. But now that I'm smelling it again, I think one of the predominant fall spices in here is actually black licorice. I am getting a pretty noticeable black licorice note from this, but it's mixed really well with some other fall spices. I do get kind of a crisp apple note, some richness from the pumpkin, and then I think just kind of a smooth, sophisticated note from the oak. It just makes us feel a little bit more grounded. So I really like that. I think it will be very interesting to see how this one warms up and if that black licorice comes out a little bit more. And then I was also pleasantly surprised with Spiced Ember Glow. I just really like the combination of apple and spices in this scent, but the addition of vanilla just makes this feel very sweet and creamy. I really, really like it. And there is something about this scent that reminds me a little bit of apple butter frosting. I definitely get more of that buttercream note in apple butter frosting, but the apple notes are pretty similar. And I'd say if you like apple butter frosting, if you like those kind of spiced cinnamon apple scents, you should definitely give Spiced Ember Glow a try. So I can't wait to hear what everyone thinks about this fall winter 2021 lineup. Please let me know what scents you are most excited for. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.